Welcome back to Build Beings channel, and today we are so excited again because it's the one and only Kite.
Hi everyone.
Drum roll. Okay, but today I'm really excited because we have the honor to really ask you this series of questions. It's regarding social media.
You are the expert actually.
No. I do a lot of it, doesn't mean I'm the expert. And today we are going to ask you a series of questions all about social media, and I really want to hear from you from a coach perspective. Alright, so without wasting more time, let's get down to it.
Okay.
Okay, hi Keith. Explain in your own words, what is social media?
I think it's the creation, the sharing, the participation of social networking.
It's so formal, guys. No one explains social media like that.
Yeah, it's the creating of content, right? Probably a space where people try to connect, people try to share. Actually, a lot of people try to create. Really, it's a creation of what they think is worth putting it up.
True. So, what role does social media play in today's digital world?
I think everyone has an address last time. But I think nowadays everyone's address is on the social media, right?
It's a very, very, very interesting way of seeing.
Because I'm just thinking, like, if you want to, in the past, you want to send a letter, you need an address. So nowadays, that's where people live, right? So you actually send something to someone and you post something, you make sure someone gets it. So it's a space.
Wow, then you look at it, it's like we are all living in our social media platforms. Next question. The importance of social media to individual and even businesses or even organization. How important to live in this address?
I think in the past people really spend a lot of time watching TVs. So a lot of ads are put on prime time. I remember the word prime time.
I don't remember because I'm younger.
So actually, never mind. Now I educate you. Actually, there's no more prime time. It's all the time. So that's where people live, and that's where people want you to acknowledge their existence. That's where people actually do most of their decision making. So to business, of course, it's extremely important because who doesn't hold a phone nowadays, right? And who doesn't look into their phones? So if you want your presence to be felt as a business owner, you must be there. You must be there. It's not something that you should resist or run away. It's a wonderful platform. For individual, I think it depends. What do you really want to get out of it? For me, it's more like a memory lane. For me, it's more like sometimes just to let you know, before I embark on a longer flight, right? I'll just load all my Insta photos first. So I think because those are the memories that I've captured.
Like a photo album online.
So I'm actually most responsible for my own Instagram because that's what I want to remember. So for individuals, of course, you would know better how actually the business is, that name itself, that personality itself. So if you want to do it right, you have to be there.
I know that you are currently also a father to 3 beautiful children. So in your perspective, is social media a good thing or a bad thing?
Generally, I think the thing that I would make sure my kids understand is that do not be afraid to miss out. Because if you actually use social media as a means to just catch up with things, and you constantly feel you're not good enough, constantly feel that you're missing out, constantly comparing your normal self to what people post as their best self. I think that can be very depressing. That can be very demotivating. But it is a platform for you to express. Again, I use the word creativity. To create, to put it up there, to find like-minded people, to actually see who appreciates what you appreciate and build community around it. If there's a healthy engagement of it, I think that's great. But kids, once again, I have friends that worked in YouTube. So what happened was his department was to filter out all those violent and those obscene stuff. I think the world is sometimes in some ways quite crazy. So there are a lot of people that practice irresponsible pleasure in their life. So that means they just put it up. I think for all of you content creator, as long as we exercise responsible pleasure, you know there are different people actually watching what you have created. I think if that is being governed, I feel it's great. Why not? It's just a tool anyway, right? It's a platform, it's a tool to get the message across.
Okay. I really like how you put it into a perspective. Okay, so I have this question that is really random from that answer that you gave me. It's not on our notes. So in this day and era, like we are living in this Instagram world.
Yes.
Maybe just one thing, like, how can we distinguish that?
Okay.
Because it's so habitual already.
I get what you mean. A lot of people go to their phone the first thing in the morning. As a result of that, I think the phone kind of informed them how they should live their life. After a while, actually, you kind of abdicate. You actually relinquish your responsibility to create your whole life ahead of you that day, right? So you kind of scroll through and you kind of already load images into your brain in the morning, how you should live your life, and what you're missing out last night. Why were you not in that party? Why were you not there? Why did you miss out this concert and that? All of us know this kind of feeling. But if you are able to actually refrain from touching your phone the first part of your day, and you actually decide, you create, you plan, you design how your life, Adele, your life that day is going to be before you go and touch anything else, I think that would be great. You get what I mean? So actually, it's not to stay or abstain away, but actually take more responsibility and ownership over your life. Don't let automatically this thing inform you how you should live today already. I give you an example. It felt sometimes like recently, so many of my friends posted on the Japanese fine dining, you go to this omakase, right? Sometimes it felt like if you don't do omakase, you don't love your wife or you don't love your husband, but which is an information that indirectly sip into it and said, you see what I'm missing out? I didn't bring my wife to omakase. I mean, if you can afford, by all means, why do you let that inform you? And what's wrong with char kway teow? And good conversation.
Correct.
I mean, I would love to have a good Japanese fine dining, but is it really just for the Instagram moment? Or is it for that conversation we got to ask ourselves? And I'm not judging anybody that goes to good food. Just ask yourself, do you actually make this decision based on what you were informed from the social media, what's happiness, what's cool, or you actually take responsibility to design your life, your day?